Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, everyone. Let's get done with APOC Shadow, shall we? This might be a short stream because I'm pretty sure I've been told that this APOC Shadow is actually pretty easy. So yeah. All right, what are the buffs here? It's an elation buff, and I guess. Oh. This looks like a caster's buff. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I guess we could do it just caster's team. You could do a Silver Wolf team and a caster's team. Where's Elation MC? Jeez. And this caster's here. So elation damage. This is a Fanon buff, but we're gonna try not using Fanon because he's obviously my best character, and yeah, make it a little harder. You got Casterus? What made you want to get Casterus? I thought you were saving for Cyrene. Also, I feel like Evernight on her own is also pretty good. I don't feel like you need Casterus to make Evernight good. I feel like Evernight. I tried Evernight main DPS, and I think she's actually pretty good by herself, actually.
Troublemaker, I'd like to be one too. People always say, observe the heavens with my divination. Shadow, don't thank me.
Oh, frick. Whatever. I was going to save, but gambling addiction got me again. Let's see. Gambit addiction. I feel that. I mean, at least you probably have a premium team by then. Though I will say, I feel like Casters is probably like one of the most reliant, one of the DPS that relies on their light cone the most, to be completely honest. That's just my opinion, but honestly, that's honestly what I think. I feel like Casters is just super reliant on her light cone nowadays. This APOC Shadow should be pretty easy. Since we got the show. I don't know. If you want honestly, after playing with Caster's Light Cone, the difference is actually just so freaking massive. Like, it's just so noticeable because the Light Cone just does so many different things for Caster's. It's just insane. Like, it just buffs her damage, makes her get her ult faster. Let's basically boost her speed because it gets an action advance every time you explode the dragon. It's just insane, like how much more damage you get, or how much more better casters becomes as a character. Once you get her light cone, I think it's freaking ridiculous.
Just night, friends. Good night. Together we can do anything. Flowers bloom for tomorrow. Embrace a new life.
For light cone and supports, yeah.
Return to dust.
If you don't have Hyacinth, then yeah, you can feel the difference. I feel like Hyacinth is definitely her most important teammate, because Evernight you can make do without her. Same thing with Cyrene.
Time for some sweet drink again. Again. All energized. It's my turn to shine. Stars, shine for the heroes. Memories
Episode 2?
waiting to be
Yeah.
woken up by a
I mean, good luck. I mean, you have a lot of time getting the light cone, and it's the anniversary. Even though probably all of the polls, most of the polls that they're giving out have already been given out.
Don't worry. Just close your eyes. Night falls. Good night.
That was an alt refresh.
Don't worry. Night falls. Good night. Don't blink. Melee destruction with me. Don't blink. May life and death sprout new blood.
Oh shoot, I meant to.
Embrace a new life.
I believe. Honestly, I feel like anniversary times in Starl, a lot of people get especially lucky. Oh, global passive. Dude, completely forgot that she has a global passive. Oh my god. And it's, you know what's funny too? It's actually, I think it's better than Castrus's global passive. It's not like that game changing, but it is probably better than hers. The silver wolf passive, I mean.
Embrace a new life. May death protect us. All energized. Prepare to move with the answer. As you wish. Embrace a new life. Don't blink. Melee destruction with me. Cleanse hatred with love. May death protect us.
Alright, we guess we could try the same teams. 'Cause why not?
Let's rock. All's revealed. Let's have some fun.
Honestly, I think the same thing can be said about Silverwolf too. I think literally all the anniversary characters make such a big difference with and without their light cone. There's so many differences between them. It's insane.
People always observe the heavens with my divination. Catch the luck. An explosive start.
Wipe them out.
Hold everyone back again.
Fiend or devil, I'll crush them all.
Next round. Real gaming this round.
What's your stats looking like now? Okay.
Shadow, don't thank me. Oh, look. Or fight, command.
Feast your eyes. Support classical.
Baneful clouds scatter.
Your moment to shine.
All up, run in.
This is Honkai.
They punch you so hard for not pulling light cones and they're tempting me. Yeah, I know. I mean, honestly, there are more characters, I feel like recently, throughout Inforius, I felt like they don't really need their light cone as much comparative to like the rest of the cast. I feel like Castris and it's probably like the biggest, sorry, not Castris. I feel like Anaxa is like a good example. Like he doesn't really need his signature light cone. He's good without it. Hey, Gem. Fanon, well, his light cone is rough for me. Yeah, Fanon is fair. Because the speed difference from his light cone is such a big, it's a really big deal. I got that. Yeah, that's understandable. Because, like, you can't really buff Fanon's speed outside of, well, his base speed. And, like, since his light cone gives base speed, that's such a big buff for him. So, yeah, it's understandable.
Don't thank me. Oh, look. Or fight, command.
This is Honkai.
Stars favor us.
Your moment to shine.
All up, run in.
All for the thrill.
Catch the luck. An explosive start. Something.
Wipe them out. Next round. Real gaming.
Never pulled for light cones, but pulling for casters is so tempting because it looks like it's a huge difference. And to be honest, it really is a big difference too, which sucks. But honestly, I think you should go for it. I still think you should go for light cones here and there because the odds of actually getting the light cone is much higher than a lot of other games. It's not guaranteed, but it's like a 75% chance, which is like most of the time you are going to get the light cone, which is still really good.
People always say that observe the heavens with my divination. Shadow, don't thank me. Oh, look. Fight, command.
This is Honkai. Bonus
Actually, I do currently have 104 pulls, so it'd be nice. Honestly, I don't see anything unless you plan on getting someone new sometime soon. Then Yeah, I don't see why not. Oh wait, they put these enemies inside of APOC now? Oh, that's interesting.
People always say that observe the heavens with my divination.
Fiend or devil. I'll crush them all.
Hence the cloud. An explosive start.
75-25? Yeah, that's the odds. Why the hell can't they make the base speed higher? Literally have the light cone, can't be crit damage or rate or even attack. I don't know. it's that I don't really have an answer to that, honestly.
Don't thank me.
Wiped him out.
Stay put. Get them.
Next round, real gaming drizzle. Dare hurt my fans? Bonus round.
Hence the cloud. An explosive start.
Do the same thing in Genshin. I'm so afraid of the weapon banners, but Genshin's is much worse. Yeah, honestly, with Genshin, I wouldn't really recommend pulling weapons that often. Especially, I feel like Genshin is just a lot more generous with weapons in general. Light cones, I feel like, well, I feel like Starl just gives more pulls in general, but that's because like the power creep is just like a lot more insane in Starl, I feel.
Your moment to shine.
This is Honkai.
Baneful cloud scatter.
Yeah, I feel like going for a light cone is a little more worth. Yeah, good luck with that light cone though.
Stars favor us. People always observe the heavens with my divinations. Hence the cloud. An explosive start.
This is Honkai.
Your moment to shine. People always say that the will of heaven observe the heavens with my divinations. Don't thank me.
This is so much elation slobber. Also, if you've been in with Evanescia, she's too adorable, but if I lose 50-50, it's fine. Yeah. I honestly don't even know what she's supposed to do. I know she's like, she has like, she can stack her ult, like how Yunli and Argenti can. But I don't know what she does outside of that. Also, I just can't help but notice it. It's literally, every time it's a character that can overcap their ult, it's always like physical.
Turn over this eternal.
It's always a physical element character.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Also, I feel like my Silver Wolf clear would be so much faster if I had Spark Sea. Because I have a lot more consistent damage on the outside field as well.
Next time comes, I'll be there. Umbrella in hand.
report back that you got the Lycone and 20 polos? Nice. Congrats. Hell yeah. Julian Argenti, but a bit better. I still don't even know what she even does though. That's the thing.
Stars, shine for the hero. Don't worry, night falls. Good
Hell yeah, bro. Nice. You said you were getting Casper's Lycone, right? Yeah, that was awesome.
Embrace a new life.
First ever unlimited Lycone, and it's for one of my favorites. Nice.
Stop messing around.
Yeah, I feel like the Lycone banner is just, it's undeniably more generous than Genshin's weapon banner. Which is nice that it's a lot more encouraged to go for Lycones or like weapons in this game, just because the rates are higher.
As you wish. Embrace a new life.
It's also a really good Lycone too. It makes such a big difference for casters.
It's flowers, bloom for tomorrow. Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting star. Remember me with love. May life and death. New life.
But how's everyone's day going? How's everyone's polls been going with the anniversary?
May time watch over the Evernight. May bring destruction with me. Don't worry, night falls. Good night.
I do high scene ult first. Yeah, I decided I got full from after saving my companion spirit. I've only used one though. I got full. I got Silver Wolf. I got her Lycone. I finally got Caster's Lycone. And yeah, I'm just saving right now as well. Although I did swipe a little, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I feel like everything has been going good so far. Although I feel like on this anniversary, my luck has just been. It hasn't really been as good as like the last 2 years, but that's okay. It was bound to happen. Got your Firefly E2, and got her premium team minus Lingsha. Honestly, you don't even need Lingsha, bruh.
I shall remember this one.
That won't work, you know.
I feel like Gallagher is already good by himself.
Again.
Life is not so fragile. As you wish. Embrace a new life.
Better pull for Lingsha. Honestly, I feel like they might add Lingsha to the shop. I feel like she's a good candidate for adding to the shop. I don't have a good reasoning as to why, but I feel like she would be a good candidate to add.
Don't blink. Destruction with me. May this dispel the gloom, destroy the sky. Next time it rains, I'll be there, umbrella in hand.
Embrace a new life.
Don't blink. Replace hatred with love.
Unpopular opinion, but Evanescence should have been a 4-star. The kit feels a 4-star kit, like how it's flexible in animations like a bit. I will say, and when I was using her in Currency Wars earlier today, well, it's also Currency Wars, but she was doing like insane like levels of damage. But this was like with a full Elation team in Currency Wars. But Currency Wars, as you know, is like crazy amounts of damage. It just inflates damage like crazy. But which is the fun part about it?
Don't blink. Destruction with Embrace a new life.
I don't know. I'm surprised that they made Silver. I'm still surprised that they made Silverwolf the anniversary unit when they have a completely new character. That's an XP of Yaimiko. Or Yai Sakura, sorry. Because for the Honkai nerds out there.
Future is bright.
The Honkai Impact 3rd nerds out there, you know. I'm surprised that they didn't make her the anniversary unit.
Don't blink. May the sky heal the twilight. May this dispel the gloom, restore the sky. I shall remember this one. Embrace a new
Never understood why. So personal opinions on the current economy of HSR? Economy? Like how many pulls we're getting? Honestly, I feel like it's fine. If you're a free-to-play player, I feel like you can get by being able to complete the endgame content pretty easily. Well, not easily, but I feel like with good enough investment, which I feel like should be required on some level to put in effort to your builds and think wisely about your pulls
some sweet dreams.
to complete certain parts of content in the game. If that's what you mean, I'm not too sure. But I feel like it's in a fine spot. I feel like Star Rail is already pretty generous in its own right for giving away so much free stuff. And I feel like, I don't think the power creep is warranted, but I feel like what makes it understandable, like why the power creep has just been going so crazy, is because they've been giving so many free, like powerful 5-stars anyways, that it makes it easier for people to be able to complete the content, that, if that makes sense. Yeah. Power creep sucks, but it happens in any gacha, so you can't. There's not really much you can really do about it. But it's nice that Star Rail already like. It's nice that Star Rail makes it so they give away like a lot of free 5-stars, and they've done so much of that like in the past year or so. Like we got a free Archer, we got a free Dan Heng, we got like the free characters from the companion shop, which a lot of them are outdated, but it's still nice to have.
Don't blink.
But yeah, I feel like the pulls that they give are pretty generous, or well, not generous. I think it's an okay amount,
Have some fun.
but it's good enough to get by as a free-to-play player. I do think it's like kind of ridiculous. Like barely any 4-stars have been released, though. I think that's kind of crazy. But I think the reason why they do that is because they've also released so many free 5-stars too.
May death protect us. Next time it rains, I'll be there.
I don't know if that answers your question. But yeah, that's personally what I think of Star Rail. There's also like spikes here and there, like the anniversary, where they give like a crazy amount of pulls as well.
Look, we're flying. It's the answer. Have some sunshine. Next time it rains, I'll be there, umbrella in hand. Life is not so fragile.
I don't know. What do you guys think about Star Rail nowadays? I still think it's fun. I still think it's enjoyable. I still have fun with it. There is a lot of quality of life features in this game that I wish that would bring into Genshin. Because as much as I do as much as I don't stream Genshin as much anymore, I still enjoy the game. But there's some quality of life features I would like for them to add into Genshin that Star Rail has, especially after playing both games for quite a long time.
Embrace a new life. Don't blink. Meet destruction with me. Cleanse hatred with love. Don't worry. Just good night, friends. Good night.
Didn't log on to Star Rail for 2 weeks, forgot I played it. That's a mood. I feel that.
Don't worry. Night, friends. Good night.
May death protect us!
Don't blink. Melee destruction with me! Mavis, dispel the gloom, destroy the skies! Don't blink. Cleanse hatred with love!
Embrace a new life.
I will say the one thing I don't really like is that I didn't really like about Star Rail like in the past few years or so is like when they added a new path.
Start the second
I feel like the light cone options have just been really limited. I think it got better with Elation, but with Remembrance, I feel like the amount of free-to-play options that they gave for Remembrance light cones were just not really that great. Which I think they've taken some feedback into account and like made better and more free-to-play accessible light cones more accessible, which I think was nice. Because when you're adding a new path, I feel like adding more light cones options is just a necessity. Because it just feels like you can't really access the full potential of that said path, you know? Because if you think about it with Remembrance, when Aglaya first came out, there wasn't really many options when Aglaya came out. Like, you either had her best in slot light cone, like her signature, or you had to use the battle pass light cone as well, which neither of those you can get for free, quote unquote. And I still don't think you can actually get like a free to play accessible light cone for Aglaya. And same thing for Castris as well. Castris, Evernight. Actually, no, Evernight. I don't know. I don't even think. Yeah, remember, it still doesn't have like free to play accessible DPS light cones, which is kind of stupid, honestly. They only have like free to play accessible support light cones. Akron will still be at the top for most light cone reliance. Well, she's up there, but I wouldn't say she's like still at the top, in my opinion. Honestly, I feel like, in my opinion, the character that requires the light cone the most out of all characters, I don't know. Let's see. Let's go to characters here. I feel like it's either Castris. It's either Castris. No, not Silverwolf, because well, Castris is up there. Akron, kind of. I guess Phynon can be up there too. Hyacine, maybe. No, Hyacine not really, because you have that speed light cone. Sunday light cone makes a big difference too. I don't know what other characters are. Oh, Aglaya, definitely. Herda is up there for sure. I think Boot Hill's up there too. I don't know. I think it's between Aglaya, Herda, Castris, Akron. For me, I think it's a tie between either Aglaya, Castris, and maybe Silverwolf 999. Maybe one of those three. But I feel like Silverwolf, you have like a more free-to-play accessible DPS option. So yeah, I guess Silverwolf is just kind of off the table. So yeah, for me, it's either like Castris or Aglaya, honestly. HSR should bring back giving out 4 stars for newer players to other mechanics to make other mechanics easier. I feel like players have to waste their pulls on a path that won't be meta in like a patch or two. I'm pretty sure they still give away free 4 stars. They still do that with the selectors here and there. Because they lock the more important quality of life in cones and it sucks. Yeah, I agree. That's the big thing. Like, Acheron's one of those characters, I agree. But you also have, Castra's light cone is such a big difference, too. Because, let's see. Because her light cone, it does so many things for her. It's just the gap between her signature and like her next best in slot, which is probably like the battle pass light cone, which also isn't free. Like up to refinement 5. Refinement 5 is like the next best thing for this light cone. It's the closest thing to her light cone. Like this increases HP. It has defense ignore and action advance. But the HP increase, not only does it increase your damage, it increases like the rate at which you get your dragon as well. And it increases your survivability. So you're less likely to die, obviously. More HP, more damage, faster ult charge, more damage with the defense ignore, and action advance. That's just so much packed into one light cone, it's just kind of ridiculous for what the casters can do. Acheron, it's understand that it's just like faster ult charge and more damage. But I feel like Castress is just so much more reliant on her light cone. Sunday as well. I mean, Sunday has Bronya light cone, but it's still Bronya light cone is still usable on him. But his signature is still really good. Silverwolf, I'm still not too sure. But like some speed thresholds are not really accessible. You can't really reach 200 speed on Silverwolf without her light. Well, it's a lot harder to do it without her light cone. But with her light cone, it just becomes significantly more easier. And I'm still not even at like 200 yet. But that's because like I'm new. This character's new and I don't have it yet. They should give a new pass characters like in Genshin. They give a Kale when the Dendro first came out. Oh. I mean, they do that with Trailblazer.
Firing on all cylinders.
I mean, yeah, I guess with outside of just Trailblazer, yeah, that's true. Because we got Elation Trailblazer, we got Remembrance Trailblazer. But yeah, I see what you mean. I feel like having a second option would be nice too.
Maxed out. Firing on all cylinders.
That would be really nice. Alright, let me see if I can clear APOC with a higher score. How much pulls do I have, actually? 28 plus plus 9. Honestly, I think I'm saving it for Evanescia. I'm gonna try getting for Evanescia, second half. And then yeah, see how that goes from there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there a character that you think that's like the most reliant on light cones? I feel like Finon is also up there too, and I say this as a Finon main, like a Finon enthusiast. Like the difference between having his light cone and not having it is just kind of ridiculous. Because like you have the next best option. I feel like you have is Aeon. I don't know. Let me search up on Pridewin what they say. What the next best light cone for Finon is. It's also probably like a big reason why I just prefer using Finon over Castress. Just because he was a lot more, I don't know, for me he was just a lot more enjoyable to play. But yeah, being able to increase base speed with light cone is just such a big buff as well, because it makes his turn and his ult faster. Because it's based on the base speed, and it's not a speed boots don't affect it, speed buffs don't affect it. Yeah. HPT light cone. Honestly, I don't even think you need HPT. Yeah, I literally have Finon's light cone on Danheng, but that's because it's the highest base attack light cone. Okay, I will say I didn't pull two of Finon's light cones on purpose. I just got two in like the same 10 pull. That's literally it. I just got really lucky when I came to Finon's first banner. Alright, Let me try seeing if I can get a higher score on this. What can I do here, maybe? I think maybe using Robin here would be good as well. Instead of having used Serydra, because I want to try Anaxa on the second side as well. What's Anaxa's equipment looking like? Maybe we gotta increase crit rate. Speed. Oh, he needs quantum. Oh, where's the quantum set? He is on crit rate. Yeah, this should be better. I think that's a bit better. Okay, let's give this a try. Actually, do I even need Hyacinth? I could probably just use RMC maybe. Where's my main character? Yeah, let me try this. Found on Cassie, Hyacinth, Evernight, HPT, Acheron. Yeah, I think Herta and Aglaya are on there too. I still, for me, I think number one is Casterus. But that's probably, like, I'm probably biased towards that because haven't used Casterus Light Cone for like the longest time, and I just got her Light Cone like just this patch. So I'm kind of biased with that.
Heard the call. Doubt farewell. This mortal. Watch over you. Guide you on your path. No other choice but the future will come.
No. What do you guys think? What is the character that you think relies the most on the Light Cone?
I seems like an entire kit in itself.
True. But I feel like with Hyacinth, it's a little different because she's still like really good without it. But it does like she does get so much more utility with her light cone. So it's understandable, but I feel like Hyacinth is probably like, she doesn't rely on her light cone as much. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but that's how I see it. Because I think she's still usable without it.
I have stream in the background because I'm working on my essay. Oh, okay. I see.
I still remember back in the day when Acheron first came out, everyone thought that she was gonna... the difference between having her light cone and not having it was like such a big difference, which is understandable, but I think it's just like kind of outblown like this day and age, because like how many more characters just need their light cone to feel like more complete.
Step onto the floor. Let's try it this other way. I choose you.
It's my flowers. Bloom for tomorrow.
Oh fuck, I meant to get Serini. Oh my god. Try that again.
Defensive.
You go ahead with yours to engage.
Step onto the floor. Let's try it this other way. We can do it.
Together, stars. Shine for the heroes. A bloody fight. To the defeated, your downfall is absolute. Flowers, bloom for tomorrow.
I'm just a to the soul.
Oh please. Oh yes, Silverwolf global passive, yes!
Trust me. We can do anything.
If all is black or white, there'd be no charm. Press the attack.
You just don't like it.
It's my turn, stars. Shine for the heroes.
Look, the show has begun. With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting
Yeah.
star. Remember me with love.
I don't know, what was I about to say? I honestly forgot my train of thought.
May law walk into the stars.
Trust me. We can do anything.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. Insanity. To the soul. Insanity. To the soul.
To the defeat, your downfall is absolute. Don't blink. May reason enlighten the truth. Cleanse hatred with love.
What's the matter? Insanity. To the soul. Insanity. To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
How's everyone's anniversary patch been going? How's everyone been doing this anniversary?
If all is black or fight for me.
I'm hoping that the anniversary's been treating you guys well. Because I feel like the luck is... we all kind of need it.
We're flying. This is eternity. Flaring beast.
Oh my gosh, so much damage. Okay, I guess that's fine. I guess it's okay.
I'm just a frail skull. Insanity. To the soul. Insanity.
Trust me. We can do anything.
To the soul.
Victory now. Press the attack. To the defeat. Your downfall is absolute.
Oh, Cyrene's gonna take so much damage. Oh, that's actually not that much.
Don't blink. May reason enlighten the truth. It's the answer.
What's the matter? Insanity. To the soul. Insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul.
To the defeat. Your downfall is absolute.
Not a bad idea.
As we
I'm just a frail skull. Insanity. To the soul. Insanity. To the soul.
A bloody fight. Don't blink. May reason enlighten the truth.
Dude, Anaxa is actually so fun.
With this divine power,
I don't think this team is gonna live, but I still think it's really fun.
Trust me.
Just seeing all these like bounce members is just really fun to watch.
insanity. To the soul.
Don't blink. May reason enlighten the truth. May destruction with me.
I'm just afraid. Insanity. To the soul. Insanity.
Okay, we should try doing Silver Wolf again because I did in the stream. Arya not pulling an Axa, he is so cool. Yeah, honestly, the main reason why I did pull him is because well, it was his rerun. But I had Ceridra, and I really thought Ceridra would be fun to use with an Anaxa, and I honestly did not regret it. Even though my Anaxa is really, honestly, not that strong, I still think he's, like, super fun to play. He's also, like, really good, which I don't know how people do it, how people build him to the point where he's actually, like, ridiculously strong. But, yeah, I wish, like, someday to get to that point
Black or white, they're being
with my Anaxa.
To the defeat, your downfall is absolute.
Insanity. To the soul.
I probably just need to get a better set on him, honestly.
I'm on it.
As we bring. Look, we're flying. This is eternity.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
I would really like it if he doesn't attack Cyrene. But I highly doubt that's gonna happen. So, F it. Oh,
For you. Oh, an accidental man.
just don't attack Cyrene.
You just don't work.
Oh, okay, well, that's not gonna do. He did exactly that, yup. Man, okay, I probably have to use a sustain. I don't know, what set would I use for to make him better? I think I just gotta go back to using Scholar. Yeah, I think maybe I just gotta use Scholar. Okay, what's my... Yeah, it's a good, those are good stats. Yeah, I guess those stats are better. Yeah, let me use Silver Wolf. Because this is a Silver Wolf stream. Oh yeah, that's right, I switched to Remembrance MC. Back to Elation. Let's see how much of a difference Dan Heng makes, because I do need some physical break. I think having some physical damage is gonna help a little. I don't think Huohuo's energy gain is gonna be that much of a difference maker. Also, she fucking Elation MC, she fucking dabs for her technique, bruh. It's so stupid. Have you tried DPS Walt? I heard he's really insane. No, I haven't. I do have DPS Walt, but I have not raised him yet. Dude, there's so many characters that I've been having to raise this patch. Like, I leveled up, this Silver Wolf. I leveled up the Nihility Silver Wolf. And, Huohuo. So that's 3 characters that I've been building. Welt is on my to-build list, but on, that's gonna happen later, when I get the resources to do so again. Because right now I don't have the resources to do that. But that would be nice though. That would be fun. I want to test him as like a main DPS and with Acheron. See how much of a difference. See if Welt works with Acheron pretty well.
People always observe the heavens with my divination.
Yeah, he does look really fun. And honestly, I think the Welt Nova Flare, out of all the 4 Nova Flares we got this patch, is probably like the most interesting. And honestly, I feel like outside of that, really the only... Yeah, I think Welt is like... The Welt Nova Flare is really the only interesting Nova Flare that came out this update. Like, the other 3 were just not really that impressive, in my opinion. I honestly feel like this Nova Flare batch was probably like the least interesting outside of Welt. Because I feel like the changes that they made were just kind of lackluster. Because Huohuo barely got any changes, Zilla barely got any changes, Firefly barely got any changes. Yeah, I honestly, I don't think there's really been many drastic changes that make the kit more interesting, you know? I just really wasn't blown away by any of the kits. I don't know if that's just because I don't play any of the characters as much, but I just wasn't really that impressed, I guess.
Your moment to shine.
I don't know, what do you guys think about the Nova Flares? Firefly feels a bit nicer though. Buffed Walt is better than Acheron. Honestly, that might just be the case. As much as I hate to say, that might just be the case. But it's probably like it's probably not E0 Welt. It's probably closer to like maybe E2 Welt.
People always observe the heavens with my divination.
Because even all of Welt's Eidolons got changed too.
An explosive start.
Oh, this is just kind of a waste.
Unlimited firepower. No moment to shine. All for the thrill.
Rip Acheron. True. Jingyu and Blade were done so dirty, mainly especially Jingyu.
Yeah, but I feel like that's just because DPS Nova Flares are just not gonna last that long because DPSs are just more likely going to get power crept anyways. And it doesn't really help that Castris was just around the time exist around the time that Jingyu and Blade got released, because Jingyu and Blade, the new best in slot team after the Nova Flares, used the same team members as Castris, which really didn't help because Jingyu really likes using Hyacine now, really likes using Tribby, and probably Sunday as well, which Castris doesn't use Sunday. Well, she can, but yeah, it just really didn't help that having them switch to full HP meta or full HP scaling, competing against Castris just didn't really work in their favor, which really sucks, you know? It really does.
Castris comp is just so strong. Yep.
Castris is just broken. She's just really that good. And also really didn't help that their best in slot light cone isn't even their own light cone anymore. It's freaking Maide. Maide's light cone is their best in slot now. Because the Maide's light cone has the highest base HP for destruction characters.
Dragons soaring above the land. This is permanent.
Don't thank me.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's gonna be a little better for newer DPS Nova Flares to. I think they'll last longer. Well, Firefly is kind of an exception because Firefly has a Dahlia, so like the whole Super Break gimmick is just kind of like thrown out the window. So it's not really a gimmick anymore for her. She's just like a DPS that doesn't have to rely on crit anymore.
Baneful cloud scatter. That's the plus. An explosive start.
Also, I don't know much about Zila's Nova Flare either. I just know that
Dragons, obey
they
this
reworked a lot of some of her passives, and they made it so when an enemy is below 50% HP, if they get attacked by one of your allies, then she gets a free skill,
With my divination.
which sounds fun. Like, she can work with Saridra,
Don't thank me.
which I think Saridra is like is a really interesting character to use. Like, she's nowhere near a lot of people at first thought she was really niche, But she's honestly really not as niche as Zhao Cho, honestly. I think Zhao Cho is just significantly more niche.
Firefly's HSR community childhood sweetheart. She isn't going anywhere. Yeah, at least for now. When you have Dahlia, she's probably like one of the better DPS. She's one of the best DPS in the game, without a doubt. And it's really nice seeing that. So it's just nice seeing that a 2.0 character has potential to be really good now.
Energized. Flowers.
And it's not even because of the Nova Flare. It's because, well, I guess it's worse when a specific character has to do that.
If all is black or white, then
But
charm. Press the attack.
it's nice seeing that there's potential for older characters to get Nova Flares, or better later down the line.
To the defeated, your downfall is absolute.
Yeah, I hope the same thing happens for Dan Heng, or the Imbibitor Lune for him, and Acheron. Because Acheron's my favorite 2.x DPS.
Victory now rests in my hand.
Are you for real?
Together we can do anything. Stars, shine for the heroes.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
It's CC'd Hyacine, bro. Are you kidding me? Hyacine's like one of the characters that she can't get crowd controlled. And then she gets crowd controlled anyways.
All energized.
What's the matter?
Flailing beast, a bloody fight. Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting star. Remember me with love. May law walk into the stars. Don't blink. May reason enlighten the truth. May destruction with me.
Look, the show has
I think for potential Nova Flares, all they have to do for Acheron is get rid of that Nihility passive that she has. So she only really needs to use one Nihility character for that passive, just to make her do more damage and more flexible team options. I think that's literally all they have to do. Well, not literally. I guess some number tweaks would be nice here and there, but still. It would be really nice for that. That's the one thing I want for Acheron's passive. And they also, if that were to happen, they have to also rework for E2.
Look, we're flying. This is eternity. Future is free. If all is black or white, there'd be no
with this
charm.
divine power, I reforge
I
all
mean, she has to.
things.
She has Wealth to fill Nihility spot. Who's now Goomba strong,
But that's not really much of a problem solver, honestly. Because Walt is doing so much of the carrying right there.
Downfall is absolute.
Like, he does so much damage, he kind of sustains the team. I mean, I guess that helps. But you still have to use, like, a second Nihility to get the full damage for Acheron E0.
A bloody fight. Prepare to
Which I don't think a lot of people want.
It's the answer. Guide to the Rainbow Bridge. Don't blink. May reason enlighten the truth.
Honestly, since Acheron's such an old character at this point, I think it's fine just integrate her E2 into her base kit.
Insanity.
And just give her a better E2 now. Because back in the day when Akron first came out, her E2 was like giga broken. But now her E2 is just kind of like, it's really has nothing compared, it's really not that much compared to like Finon E2 or Caster's E2. Maybe, I guess Silverwolf E2 as well. But I honestly don't know much about Silverwolf E2 to even judge that.
Mavis, dispel the gloom, restore the skies.
And I'll give you what you need.
This is eternity. Fight for me. Don't be rash. Don't be rash.
Oh, I just realized this is taking so long to freaking break. Oh my god. Also, I'm pretty sure it's been mathematically proven that having a Harmony unit over a second Nihility character is already just better anyways. The only downside is like you're getting less stacks for Akron's ult because you have less debuff application.
Don't blink. Mavis, enlightenment truth.
Something out of insanity. To the soul. Insanity. To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Yeah, I wish that's the biggest change I would like to have for Akron's Nova Flare, if she does get one. It would be really nice. Okay, let me try Finon. Just to get like a higher score. I'm just doing this so I can get a higher score. I cannot do that. Well, Finon team is not gonna have any buffs, so whatever. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Silverwolf E2 is ridiculously insane as well.
All's revealed.
I would not be surprised. I haven't checked what her Eidolons do, but I'd imagine that for an anniversary unit, they'd be pretty strong.
People always observe the heavens with my divination. Shadow, don't thank me.
Oh, I probably should have done it. I should have done it after. Oh, whatever. Yeah, my Silverwolf is just kind of weak. I do have her light cone, but I don't know. I think mainly the big thing is that yeah, I think it's the artifact set. It might be the relic set for me, because I still need to build speed and crit. So yeah, I haven't really built in Elation DPS yet. My first Elation character was Yao Guang, but I didn't have to farm that much because it's just so much easier to farm for her.
stars favor us.
Dragon soaring above the land. This is permanent.
What other characters that are there would I like to see a Nova Flare for? Honestly, the main two for me are just the two DPS that I just really liked using in my early days of playing Star Rail, which is Dan Heng, Imbiber du Lune, and Acheron. Those were the two characters I just really liked using. Wait, those are the two that I would like to see. I'd still like to see Nova Flares for like a lot of other characters too. But honestly, for me, those are my top two that I can't really like think of any others that I would like to see. What characters do you guys would like to see from Nova Flares for, out of curiosity? I think there's a lot of them that it would be really nice to see. Because honestly, with the amount of Nova Flares that they've released now, which is around like 3 batches, I think it's possible for anyone to get a Nova Flare now. I've heard some leaks say that Xiao Qiao and Sunday are getting a Nova Flare, which I feel like Sunday is like kind of weird because I don't know. It's just kind of weird that Sunday is getting a Nova Flare because I still feel like he's really, really good. Honestly, I think Sunday is like probably like my most used support character, or at least for Harmony. When I was seeing my annual Trailblaze report, they showed me that Sunday was my most used Harmony character, which I was really, really surprised by. But at the end of the day, it did kind of make sense because I do use Finon a lot, and Sunday really likes using Finon, or Finon really likes using Sunday. Other way around. Sorry.
Dragons soaring above the land. This is permanent.
Baneful clouds scatter. People always observe the heavens with my divination.
Sunday's good. It's just rampant power creep. True. True. But honestly, I feel like for today's standards, I still think Sunday is like really good. Like he's probably still the best single target hyper carry buffer in the game right now. Like Sparkle is there for sure, but I still feel like Sunday is like really comparable, honestly. Because the main thing that Sunday really has over Sparkle are like a few things, where it's he gives energy really quickly, and the amount of crit he gives is insane too. Crit's really good, energy is good, and the 100% action advance is really good for specific setups. Which is something that Sparkle can't do. Which is really, really nice. The only thing that sucks for Sparkle compared to Sunday is that Sunday I feel like relies on his light cone a lot more compared to Sparkle because of the energy regeneration. But yeah, outside of that, I still think Sunday is like still ridiculously good. Like I feel like yeah, the lifetime of supports just generally lasts longer. Because just think about how long it took for, like, I don't know, Ron May to get power crept. Robin as well, Tribby. Tribby's starting to fall off now. It took some time for Sparkle to fall off as well, but then she also just got Nova Flared. So she's still, like, she's, like, really good right now. And honestly, I feel like Sunday has just lasted super, super long because of how good he is. I just think the energy regeneration util that he has is just really nice. Like his kit is just super loaded into one character. Like he just has so much going for him, which is really nice.
To the defeat, your downfall is absolute. Press the attack.
Will overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me.
Yeah, I was very surprised to hear from leaks that I heard that the next batch of Nova Flares is not limited to these two, but it includes Sunday and Jiaoqiu, which I was really, really surprised about. I'm still like kind of happy for a Jiaoqiu Nova Flare because Jiaoqiu getting buffed means that it's an Acheron buff, really, in all honesty. That's pretty much what it is. Because unless they're making Jiaoqiu less restrictive in terms of team building. If they make him a dot character, that'd be really nice. But I also don't have Kafka or Black Swan or Icy Lens, but whatever. Just making him actually do damage is really nice. Having him stack debuffs faster is really good. I mean, maybe possibly giving the chance for Jiaoqiu to heal is also really cool too. I can feel an Acheron Nova Flare coming soon. Yeah, same. Honestly, I think another thing that they could do for Acheron as well, outside of just the Nihility passive change that I was talking about earlier, they could probably give her a global passive as well, which I feel like a lot of people would be against that, but she is an anniversary character after all. She is like the first anniversary character. I feel like a very like minor, I don't know what the global passive would be, but it would probably like be something very minor. I don't think it would be super crazy because like a lot of the both global passives we've gotten now, they weren't like super crazy. Like yeah, sure they made a difference, but it's not very frequently that they did make a difference, you know? Yeah, I feel like when most people hear a Jiaoqiu Nova Flare, people just instantly think of Acheron, which is completely fair. I agree with that the fear surrounding global passive has been hyped up too much. So far the global passives are reasonable, yeah. Which honestly don't think they're gonna go like super crazy on them. Like yeah, the Silver Wolf one is really nice. The Castress one is whatever, honestly, because you're not really, if you're running sustainless, then you can't really even rely on that passive to begin with. because it's just a one-turn thing. But the Silver Wolf passive is also like, I think the Silver Wolf passive is just significantly better than the Caster's one. Yeah, I don't know what they could do for Acheron. Maybe since she's a Nihility character, they can make it so like debuffs have like a higher effect, like a higher chance of actually hitting the targets, maybe, or like make it so you don't get affected by debuffs as often, I suppose. Like debuffs outside of CC, outside of like crowd controls or stuns. I think it would be really nice. Okay, what can I do to improve my Silver Wolf build? Because my Silver Wolf is still... I don't know, I just don't feel like she's hitting that hard. I think... I don't know... Well, I feel the crit rate's like kind of whatever, I guess. But I still think... I don't know if prioritizing speed is a better idea over prioritizing crit. Because like, the passive that she has, it gives her crit anyways. I don't know if that's worth it. I don't know if prioritizing speed is worth over the crit substats. But I hear a lot of people say, like, try to worry about speed first, but I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know. I also don't have a really good crit rate piece yet. Still trying to farm stuff too. One 180 speed is good. You need to hit 200 crit damage. Okay. I'm basically at 180 speed. Oh, I'm 180 speed already. Hitting that amount of crit damage though. Can I do that? I don't know what's better, to prioritize hitting 100% crit rate, or like the higher speed threshold, or hitting 200 crit damage. I don't know the calcs for that. This is the best orb I have because I need that crit rate. But the speed and crit damage is really good too. I mean, it's a 2 roll versus a 5 roll, essentially. 4 plus the 1. Or, it's a 4 roll, I guess. And I have the 3 roll here. Pull E1 then, you have light cone, so that's not the problem. I'm thinking about saving up for Evanescia though, that's the thing. I mean, I could pull E1, but I really don't. Should I? What does E1 even do? 20% increased damage. Oh, and you get alt charge back when it ends. Okay. Faster alt. Need to hit 200 crit damage? Do I have better pieces that can do that? Not really. Not sure. When did this happen? In a week. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna take your word for it and say that 180 speed's good. I mean, we are basically at 200 crit damage. It's just at the crit rate. I guess also it's just because I don't have Sparksy too. Because I don't really have like I don't have the punchline generator.
Are you prepared to gaze upon the physics?
That might be the problem. Because I don't have Sparksy. I don't have like the full Elation flagship team. I do have Yao Guang. I have Yao Guang's Light Cone. Well, the Yao Guang does help with the crit rate a little with her ult. Trailblazers is E6? Yeah, she's E6. I finished the story. Let's see. I'm pretty sure she is at E6. Yeah. Also, I just realized Lushaka doesn't do anything for her either. Lushaka doesn't do anything for Silverwolf because she doesn't use attack in her ult. But I do have Yao Guang Light Cone. It's on her. Yeah, the big difference that Yao Guang Light Cone makes is that you can get a turn 1 ult. Super nice. I don't know. Let me give it a try. Let me give it a run back, see how we can optimize it. But I'd imagine Sparksy would make such a big difference. Just having more punchline generation is just really nice. Like, should I use Elation MC on the turn? I should use it to. I don't know.
My strength isn't what it was.
I'm not too sure how to exactly properly optimize Silverwolf. And her crits, where did she get the bonus crit rate from? She gets it from Yao Guang. Wait, well, how is the like? When is her light cone activate again? When the wearer enters combat or uses ultimate on. Oh, alt, or at the enters combat too. Okay. Sparksy based team overall DPS too? Is that so? Okay. Wait, her talent? Oh, her talent boosts crit rate too. Right. Ah, oh, what? Wait, that's is that the No, that's the planar set for the Punk Lord Stage 0, I think, right? Yeah, the talents. This is the one where. Right, that's the crit rate. Where does it show this though? On the stat sheet. Or does it just not show? Oh, whatever. That might just be when she's in her ultimate state. I guess so.
Dragon soaring above the land. This is permanent.
Troublemaker? I'd like to be one too. People always observe the heavens with my divination. Pass the bug. An explosive star.
Wipe them out. Next round. Real gaming.
Okay, so how much of a crit difference is this? I'm 84. Okay, well, all these attack buffs are just useless for her. So I don't know why I think I should just, like, not use Lushaka when I'm on Elation teams.
Don't thank me.
Dump energy for Elation MC.
An explosive star. Your moment to shine.
And then I give it to Silver Wolf, just so it increases her Elation. No, using her skill wouldn't do anything. I feel like she missed her crit there. Wait, does Silverwolf get her ult back with the ult refresh in APOC? Well, I guess we could test this now, actually. Because honestly, I'm just thinking of whether or not to hold onto either EMC or Yaguang ult, just in case the ult doesn't refresh. Think so? Okay. I mean, I'll guess I'll just use them for now. Fuck, I meant to use a skill. That's whatever. Okay, well, let's see if it actually does. It should test out right now if it does. No, it doesn't. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, so I know that for now.
My strength isn't what it is.
So it's not like Finon or Caster's ult. It's kind of different. Guess that's good to know. Her ult doesn't get refreshed. Interesting.
Don't thank me.
Really? Okay, wait, no, we got the ult. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're gonna activate her ult after Donung's turn, just so we can get the actual res pen. Oh, I meant after that thing. Oh, whatever. That's actually really interesting though. She doesn't actually, she doesn't get her ult back after the APOC reset. I think that she's like the one character that does that. Maybe it's because of the hidden MMR thing that she has going on. Because that's direct. I meant to skill again. Hold on, let me do that. Let me retry that. Okay, so I know that you can recharge. You can't recharge her ult after.
All's revealed.
But yeah, I guess it's just because of the way hidden MMR works for her talent. It's interesting.
Let me teach you some moves.
Divination says this will hurt. People always observe the heavens with my divinations. Test of luck. An explosive shot.
Wipe them out. This next round, we'll game this round.
I probably could have done it when after EMC's turn. I know if you get enough hidden MMR before you exit off, you can ult immediately again. But it's hard to do that when you're at E0, Silverwolf. And I don't, unless you have Sparksy, you can't generate enough of that ult charge. I think. Not too sure how true that is though.
Dragons soaring above the land. This is permanent.
I can't exactly test that because I don't have her. But I mean, I guess this is just the gap of like having Sparksy and not having her.
This is Honkai.
E1 also helps with that, I'm pretty sure too.
An explosive shot. Your moment to shine.
I'm gonna get an ult refresh anyway, so I might as well just use it right here.
Don't thank me.
I think I just use Silverwolf. I just wait for Silverwolf's turn, and then yeah, Silverwolf can just exit out her ult here, and then I just refresh it with the Yaogong and EMC.
Unlimited firepower.
My strength, dragons soaring above the land. This is permanent.
Call me your moment to shine.
Wipe them out.
I guess it doesn't really matter if I use skill here or not.
People always say that the will observe the heavens with my divination.
I still have to wait for the 2 turns up there, so that they actually lower the resistance. There we go.
This next round,
E1 makes it so you retain 20% of MMR instead of losing entirely after a special state? Yeah. True. So I'm honestly debating whether or not I should try E1 or go for Evanescia, because I don't know what outside of playing Currency Wars, I don't know what she does. I just actually have no idea what Evanescia does. I'm guessing she's just like another energy based DPS.
Fateful cloud scatter. An explosive start.
I mean, I could try E1, and if I don't get it, then I don't get it, and then I could still try for Evanescia. I could try, maybe.
Don't thank me. Your moment to shine.
Might as well use it because the alt refresh is coming. Jesus Christ, she's barking like a dog. Jesus Christ, bro.
Rattled already. Your moment to shine. All right, not yet. All for the thrill.
Dragons.
Why does the Sparksy boss sound like that? She's a hyper carry relation that works somewhat in a crit team. Oh, that's probably why Sunday's rerunning with her.
Always say
That makes
serve
sense.
the heavens with my divination. An explosive start.
You know, I was wondering why Sunday was rerunning so soon after his last one, but it makes sense now. Because she probably just works really well with Sunday. I mean, Sunday's stocks are just going up every day, I guess. You know what? Screw it. Let's try for E1 Silverwolf. Let's try it. If I get her, then oh well. If I do get her, that'd be cool. But if I don't get her, I'll just save the pity for Evanescia. Let's try it. Why not? Gamble. I got you, bro. I got you. I have like 30-ish, 30, 40 pulls. Honestly, the 4 stars I don't even really care about. Because they're just like extra pulls for me. I guess we can end it off after this stream. Or if we do get E1 Silverwolf, we can try her. See how much of a difference that makes. Oh, Sampo. Why is he on this banner? Another hook. I should be able to get another 10 pull here. Nah, no luck. That's unfortunate. Haha, JK, unless, what if I said, we get her right here. Watch, Elation, right here.
well, it was a good try. Oh, well, anyways, I think we'll call it for there for today, guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Whoever stuck around and watched. It was nice having these conversations with you guys. But yeah, what was I gonna do? I guess the next time I'll stream is when Pure Fiction resets, or I could just casually stream playing Currency Wars here and there. Because I do think Currency Wars is still really fun, despite it not being that new anymore. Yeah. We'll see. If I plan on doing more content for Star Rail sometime down the line, but we'll see.
I will walk to the end with all your wills.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night and day wherever you're at. Sub and like if you haven't. It's always greatly appreciated. And everyone, good luck with your Silver Wolf polls. I hope you all get at least E0 S1 by the time the banner ends. Or same goes for the people pulling for Evanescia. But yeah, feel free to sub and like if you haven't. It's always greatly appreciated. I would like to also get back to uploading videos because it's really been a while since I've uploaded anything outside of streaming. But yeah, I'm still really thinking of things to really talk about because it's been a while since I've uploaded something. Yeah, thank you guys so much again. Thanks, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, take care, and have a good one. See you next time.